Hello everybody, good morning and welcome back to Building a House from Trees. This week's episode I work on getting the giant window framed in. You'll see that coming up in hopefully the next month. We get this window installed. I got a friend that's gonna come give me a hand. The front of the house, kind of this built out bay window thing, and then I get the subfloor done upstairs. As you can see just in this little intro, you can see the front wall is all done. That's going to be in next week's video. Give me some feedback on these longer videos. I don't know, it feels strange to me. 20 minutes seems excessive, but you know, the numbers don't appear to be lying. People seem to be liking them more, I guess. I can't fathom watching me for 20 minutes, but fortunately I don't really have to too often. Just little clips when I'm editing. Anyway, got some snow. I got to spend the next hour or so cleaning up, plowing, shoveling. Got a deck to shovel now, which is good. But just another thing to do. Clean out the mill and get ready for more work tomorrow. All right, well, thanks for tuning in and enjoy what you see. Okay, so I'm starting to cut out some strips here for another lamb beam sort of situation. This half-inch plywood in between some roughs on 2x8s, and that's going to be 3 2x8s and 2 layers of this, and glued together and nailed and screwed and all that stuff. And that's going to be the header for this really big window, this 8x12 window that's going to be kind of built out 2 feet. Which will all become apparent over the next, well, hopefully month or something. But that's what I'm doing here. I'm kind of getting this all dialed in and framed in based on the RO. It's a giant window, and it'll be kind of the front of the house, the centerpiece. So it'll be really nice once that's in. But I'm employing that, once again, elaborate pulley system that I used to get the, back in season 3 to get the portico kind of built up with just the logging winch. It's a wonderfully effective way to lift heavy things. Pulleys, who would have thought? Mistakes. Once again, I just mismeasured, but fortunately, caught this one early.
So I puzzled about this corner detail a little bit because I'm not a very skilled carpenter and I've never done this sort of thing before, but I think this is, well, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be, you know, siding right there, insulation on the outside, and I can get insulation in here nice and tight, seal the edges. I may have a window in this space. I'm not positive yet. Probably. Windows galore, right? But yeah, I'm happy with how that looks. Now to repeat on side 2.
Yeah, and of course it may be obvious to some, but to others, this is going to be the door. This is the rough opening for the door to the front deck here. Just a logical place, and I'm going to frame in a little kind of rooflet to go out on awning over that big window and over this door. So that'll be coming up here in the next few weeks too. Maybe you noticed over there in that cooler, I've got a big hot gallon of water with the tubes of construction adhesive, the subfloor adhesive, the glue that I'm putting the sheets down with. So that's what that cooler's for. It's worked really well. I'd fill it up with the hot water off the wood stove, and then it'd stay warm. Incredibly effective.
So you may have noticed I've had to put down some blocking here, or whatever you want to call it. These are, I've been using 2x6s, now I'm going to use 2x4s for the rest of the way. And that's because, well, I'm not a carpenter. I don't know what I'm doing here. So when I framed in these all the floor joists, I treated each bay as its own separate thing. You know, this whole front, all these are 16 on center, but they're all together, tied together. I didn't correspond that 16 on center with this 16 on center, so there's no relationship between those two. So I couldn't just logically span across all this because, once again, I don't know what I'm doing. These are mistakes that somebody more skilled than me would not have made, or somebody smarter than me. They're mistakes I won't make again. I promise you. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna screw these down. I've got them 16 on center, and then I can span and meet them here, and it's nice and solid. Golly, it's nice having a floor up here. It's so completely different. Oh man, almost there.